Hi there, viewers. You're welcome to a very special episode of Goge Africa. We are here at the arena where the Iguaro Festival will be taking place. The who is who in Enugu-ukwu no Monre would be gathered here today for the special Iguaro Festival. I'm Mecha Isaac Moses.
It is the annual festival where Eze, Enugu-ukwu and Igbo recounts the events of the year, known as Iguaro. Stay with us.
Every Christmas season, it is a common experience to witness mass departure of Igbo from various cities to their ancestral homes in eastern Nigeria. This journey affords them the opportunity to reunite with their kith and kin and participate in other social and cultural events. In Enugu-ukwu, in Jakoka, local government area of Anambra State, the annual Iguaro Festival is an intrinsic part of the Christmas season as it sees the mass return of sons and daughters to a great land revered as the ancestral home of the Igbos. Iguaro Festival is celebrated amidst fanfare to mark the beginning of a new year and to recognize and honor some deserving individuals.
Sit back, relax. Let's find out why Eze Enugu-ukwu and Igbo is saddled with the responsibility of Iguaro. Don't go away.
I want to know the history of Onre. You know that na Enugu-ukwu Okpala and Onre. And this is more or less why it's fested in Enugu-ukwu.
Iguaro is to put up the lunar months, how the month is going to run for the year. Not, the white man came and gave us January, February, March, April, May, June. In those days, it wasn't like that. So at Iguaro, today you will hear Igwe to say, Ovyaro, Ovyamong, Ovyalose, so you hear him outline those months. And our months is 13 months, not 12, like the white man timing. Our own is 13 months.
Yeah, well, the Iguaro Festival is a program of events that lasts for about 10 days. It starts on the 26th of December with our Homage festival. After that, we do our historical visits of all the cultural centers in Enugu. We also do a colloquium for the Homage. The Homage clan consists of the four brothers of Homage, which includes Enugu-ukwu as the first son of Uri, Agokwe, Fanfare, and Enugu-ukwu. These are the four sons of Uri, of which Enugu-ukwu is the first son.
The kingdom is more or less the head of Igbo land, and the kingdom announces the calendar. It's the day of Iguaro that the calendar of the Igbos are announced, so that the blessing is given for the year.
This annual event, which is celebrated on the first Saturday of January, is accentuated by the public appearance of the traditional ruler of Enugu-ukwu, His Majesty Sir Ralph Obumneme Ekpe, Eze Enugu-ukwu na Igwe Umunre, after going into seclusion. Every year, the festival begins with a masquerade or Mau festival, where all masquerades in Enugu-ukwu and Umunre compete in various groups and receive prizes for best performance. The highlight is a masquerade flogging contest. It is a contest not meant for the faint-hearted.
This festival has grown so big because of the news of the rich in agriculture. The thing is now spreading here and there. Whoever hears it will want to come and take a glimpse of it. You can see the masquerades, and the one of this year started with the Mau Festival. Before now, it used to be Itiaba, which is a smaller thing for smaller masquerades, but the one of this year just went haywire.
Another component of Iguaro Festival is the Homage colloquium, a festival of literary discourse featuring academias, historians, and custodians of Nri culture. This year, the chief speaker was Professor Bath Naji, who spoke on many burning issues affecting Igbo.
I think that it's also one of the ways to begin to talk about curing the key man syndrome. If you set up a business, do not make it all about you. Set up structure for the business.
We just concluded our second Umuri colloquium. The topic of that colloquium is Anyuko 1 million Obo Fufu. This talks about unity. But then again, I, in my capacity as a serious academic and a member of that colloquium, also made a presentation of the paper titled Igbos Think Home.
Prior to the Iguaro, the Igwe goes into the Holy of Holies called Unongu for meditation, prayers, and purification. The night before the Iguaro, he emerges from his sanctum clad in white attire and powdered up to his neck with local white chalk, signifying purity and purpose. He is welcomed with the chant Igwe by all present.
Jesus Christ.
As night turned into day, Igwe is ready for Iguaro. His Majesty is ushered into the arena amidst pomp and pageantry to break the kola nut, which kickstarts the event. At Igaro, the 18 villages of Enugu-ukwu community take turn to pay homage to His Majesty. Sir Ralph Obumneme Ekpe, Eze Enugu-ukwu na Igbo-Monre. It is also on this day that deserving individuals are conferred with chieftaincy titles. As usual, the multipurpose stadium was packed with a mammoth crowd comprising of dignitaries, corporate entities, friends and well-wishers who have come to obtain the blessing of the traditional ruler.
Like as is customary for the MTN brand to always connect with our communities where we are doing business is one of the initiatives that MTN has always pursued, to be part and parcel of the community where we are present, not just business, but to connect with them at the most auspicious time in their history.
This is my first time of witnessing the Igaro of Enugu-ukwu.
Right.
For me, it's very symbolic because it's the cradle of Igbo civilization, Igbo culture.
Enugu-ukwu is the head of Umuri clan, made up of Enugu-ukwu, Enugu-agede, Agu-ukwu, and Nofia. And it has been an annual event. This year's one is the 58th in each series, where our Royal Majesty Igwe Sir Ralph Obumneme Ekpe assembles all Enugu-ukwu indigenous homes in the diaspora, where we come and exhibit our culture, where we come and announce the beginning of the annual events.
Having lived to witness another Iguaro Festival, many worthy sons and daughters of Enugu-ukwu and Omonre will journey back to their bases, hoping to come back next time.
Imara ni bido begi nobody Enugu-ukwu bụ ndị ma nwanyị anụ eji my own self mara Enugu-ukwu bụ ndị ma love eme eji my own self mara
Goge Goge Goge
Goge
Goge Goge
Goge Africa.
Africa
Africa. Africa. Africa.
Africa
Africa. 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 Africa is the only thing I want to hear. It's the only thing I want to say.
Goge Africa is for Africa and it's about Africa. Goge Africa for Africa.
We're still reaching out to you from Goge Africa. I'm in the midst of cabinet chiefs of Enugu-ukwu. And at this point, we'll say you stand by for Sights and Sound. Don't you go away.
In the Igbo society, they are revered as noble men because they are men on the side of truth and justice. They equally preside over settlements of disputes. Ozampo title holders are easily identified by their regalia, which comprises of red hats adorned with 2 white eagle feathers, thus depicting them as men of wealth. As a sacred affair in Igbo land, Ozo title is regulated by several traditional rules and customs. A stranger or convicted criminal is not eligible to hold an Ozo title.
In this instance, where you are taking up Ozampo title holding, you first of all take up the title of Ogwe Ozo. Ogwe Ozo, if your dad is still alive, you don't have the authority to take up Ozampo.
It's an honor. You know, to any title is an honor. A title holder is more or less like a role model in the very community or the community that delegated that title or the power, because title comes with power. And so it is inherent to the people to delegate power, you know, to the holder or to the would-be holder And once he's ordained, after the coronation, immediately after the bestowment of that very title, he becomes a role model.
Title giving and title taking is a way to recognize those who've done well in society, and a society that's lacking in trust, a society that's lacking in dignity. Title giving and title taking is a way for us to recognize those who have done well in our society.
Today on Goge Africa, we take you to Enugu-ukwu community in Njikoka local government area of Anambra State, where Ozo title taking is prominent and alive. It is the installation of Ezudo Augustine ABC as the Ozompo Omentoka II of Enugu-ukwu and Omunri. As an affair for the high and mighty, it is not unusual to see a mammoth crowd. Amidst pomp and pageantry, the ceremony commenced with the royal appearance of His Majesty Sir Ralph Ekwe Eze Enugu-ukwu Igbo Munri. The next procession was by members of the Ozo Society, flanked by their wives, known as the Lolos. When the procession was over, the king proclaimed commencement of traditional rites of the Ozompo title taking. The traditional rites began with marking of initiate's body with local white chalks, a symbol of purity and peace. Next was the wearing of ankle cord on his feet. This he will wear permanently for the rest of his life. Thereafter, his head was adorned with a red hat, which is accentuated with 2 white eagle feathers on the left corner. He is also presented with his Oji, a metal staff, in addition to a coupe, a hand fan made out of animal skin with his title engraved on it. With these props, he is meant to ward off evil. His wife, equally accorded with the title of Lolo, and received thick arm bracelets cut out of elephant tusks. The climax was the proclaiming of Ozo Augustine ABC as Ozompo Omentoka II of Enugu-ukwu and Omunri.
To certify that Augustine ABC with the wife this 28th December 2015, having been found worthy for admission, is now admitted into the prestigious Ozo Society, Enugu-ukwu, and full-fledged person with the appellation of Ozompo Omentoka II. Ozompo Omentoka II. Omentoka II. Ozompo Omentoka II.
Every Ozo title holder is distinguished by his unique name, often inscribed on their fan.
Echego Ozompo Imana Nimezugo Omenana Igbo. More especially nke Enugu-ukwu. Onwe ife ndo obodo ọzọ na-akpụ ya. Anakara ịma niile akago gị ma niile. Ịma na ị ga na-akwụ n'eziokwu. N'ife ọbụla ị ga-eme ị ga na-anọ n'eziokwu.
There are 2 primary responsibilities bestowed on any individual that has been entrusted with the honor of or title of the Ozompo. The first one is the responsibility of integrity, honesty, and truthfulness.
Lolo, congratulations. Your husband has been conferred with one of the highest honors in Enugu-ukwu. Now, what responsibilities does this title bestow upon you as his wife, the Lolo?
Yes, a lot. You know, not only this, I've been Lolo to him as Ezudo of Ojodu Kingdom in Lagos.
Okay.
You know, I'm not new to the role. So many things you have to do. All the time, you have to be ready and busy. You have to be ready in the house concerning their stomach, because sometimes from nowhere, hundreds of 20 Ezudos can come in from any angle, whether from Abuja or from anywhere. You're ready.
As Ozampo Mentoka II of Enugu-ukwu and Omunri made his triumphant appearance before his kinsmen, community members and well-wishers, he would only be addressed and accorded respect as a man that has been decorated with the highest title in Enugu-ukwu land.
Here are some generic driving advice at a game ranch and nature reserve in Africa. You should only travel in a vehicle that is well serviced and roadworthy. It is best to drive in a convoy. Remain on the paths at all times and do not leave them so you will not experience nasty surprises. Speed needs to be reduced to the advised limits. Remember, this is a game drive. On a self-drive, stay in your vehicle at all times. You will put yourself in danger if you get out of your car anywhere unless at a designated safe place. If you are close to an animal and observing it, take note of its behavior. If it looks agitated in any way or paces up and down, then move away slowly. The only animal that can really take you on in a vehicle is an elephant, and they could be dealt with mostly by just holding your ground with the engine of the vehicle turned off. Revving the engine or hooting is not a good idea, as this might be seen as a challenge, a contest where the odds are not on your side.
Until we come your way again, travel in comfort and bon voyage.
It has been so much fun hanging out with you right here in Enugu-ukwu.
It's been fun. And until the same time, when we converge again for another Iguaro Festival, we say, stay alive.
Well, still join us on our social media. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Africa.
That's right.